You're the best at telling stories to help me fall asleep. You do all the silly voices, conversate and make believe. And I am wide awake, I might have drank a bit too much caffeine. Can you tell a bedtime story to help me fall asleep?
Okay, so two bickering bears are bumbling through the woods when they stumble upon a tent. And they can tell that there are two humans inside because it has a two human inside scent. Now these bears are cold and hungry as food prices have jumped across the hibernation, but they have a philosophical difference on how to approach this tense situation. Big Bear says, let's ambush them, come crashing through their flimsy little roof.
Big bear hungry, big bear beefy, big bear seafood and want
Small
food.
Bear says, why do you tackle every problem like a grizzly brute?
Small bear angry, small bear tired, small bear about to
Because,
get
well,
some
yes,
food.
I see the merits of attacking by surprise. We'd get a meal, but I can't bear to crush their valuable supplies. Imagine waking up each day and catching the sunrise from this tent after we eat the chumps inside. But Big Bear isn't buying it because they don't have the dexterity to unzip the zipper, and if they wait for the humans to come outside, they might be armed, alarmed, and ready to shoot them quicker than the bears can react, and then they'll go from two rugged bears looking for a good home in the woods to looking like two bare rugs on the wood floor of a Home Goods. Small Bear says, I hear you, but insist the benefits outweigh the risk.
Small bear still respects that big bear gets a say in all of this.
Big Bear thinks about it, then a wicked grin erupts across his lips.
Big bear's grateful for a partner that communicates.
He says, I think there's a solution that will satisfy your needs. A compromise that will surprise these hairless little bees. And if we do this right, we'll leave the tent looking pristine. And we'll get our bed and breakfast, Airbnb. Unacceptable, you're not gonna leave that in. I'm leaving it in. So Big Bear says the local gopher owes me a favor from every day when I don't eat him. So he can either reach in or dig his little feet in to dig up underneath them and sneak in, and he can unzip the screen, then we can both creep in while they are deep asleep. And come on, let's go for it, I'm sick and tired of scheming. So they overcame their bickering with simple compromise, and the bears began their buffet with some gopher on the side, and they lived happily ever after in their tent sat side by side. Then you kissed me on the head and said goodnight. Yeah, then you kissed me on the head and said goodnight. You were the best at telling stories to help me fall asleep. You did all the silly voices, made me honestly believe. And now I'm wide awake, mistaking every breaking branch and leaf. The next time we go camping, I'll just stick to counting sheep.